What's up? Now people say when record deals go sour, there's no repairing the record deal. And you just want to leave. We've seen that. Seen it a million times before. People keep telling you over and over again, record deals are the best way to go. I know some artists that are making money without record deals. Seriously. They register a 0 on the record deal count. A 0. Chance is a fake independent. Everybody love to use Chance the Rapper as an example. I'm talking about there are other artists that are making a living outside of everything else. Nipsey's been making a good living doing what he was doing. Most artists are getting smarter. They're not signing long-term 6-7 album deals. That stuff is, those days are done. One, the record companies don't want to take that risk because you end up losing more money keeping dead weight on the shelf. Now, how record deals turn bad, lack of communication, lack of effort, and irresponsibility on both sides and both parties. Well, it depends. I already went through that, but there's a situation where said rapper decided, you know what, screw this record company. That was his whole interpretation, was screw the record company. I don't need this record company. This record company needs me. That was his own words. They needed him. That's what he believed. Then all of a sudden he realized he needed that record company. And he needed them bad. So the record company that he swear to God he didn't need decided, you know what? We ain't gonna promote him. Forget what he trying to do. We gonna do what we say and keep him around because he got a name from back in the day. We want to keep him happy, at least keep him functional. But when he comes out and completes his project, we really have no need for him. We don't care if it sells or not. Let's worry about the artist that's selling. So if you're not selling records, you really don't have a leg to stand on. So the whole thing becomes, don't bite the hand that's truly feeding you. Special Ed is a tragic situation. He was caught up in the Profile record deal. DJ Quick, himself, and others, they ran into a bad deal. And the bad deal was they had, let me make this turn. They had those guys had to go and do work that other people would be shocked and amazed that people actually did. Translation. They had to pay for everything. Like, they had to pay for their next albums out of their album budget. They're basically paying for everything. The record company saying, okay, if your first album hit, whatever money you got over in your first album, that's going to pay for your second. And they're like, whoa, the record company does not take the risk. It's crazy. Thanks, Young Iverson. I appreciate it. Then there's a thing called markups. Like, let's say you got a can of Coca-Cola. The record company might say that can of Coca-Cola costs $3.25. You'd be like, man, that's a little 75-cent can. They're gonna mark that up to $3.75. They're gonna take some, mark it up. How much is that? No, that's gonna be $65 dinner. They're like, this ain't no $65 dinner. It's markup, baby. Record company gonna mark everything up, then charge it to you because you think it's all on the record company. Nothing's on the record company. It's just like a bank loan. That's all it is a bank loan. Mobb Deep, the problem with them was that Steve Rifkin and the label, they weren't doing what they were supposed to do promotional wise. They didn't promote Mobb Deep's biggest album the way it should have. Steve Rifkin was blowing money left and right. He didn't know what he was doing. He was in over his head. Wu-Tang Forever blew up the record label, and they was making money hand over fist, but they had a lot of artists that didn't make money. They signed a lot of artists, and they did make money. So when you sign a bunch of artists and they don't make money, you're in a bind. You're in a Amanda bind. So there's a very serious situation there. Things are gonna have to be addressed. Situations are gonna have to be rendered. But definitely, most definitely, that kind of situation, alcoholics, all those guys, they overextended themselves. See, when you expand too fast and start doing all this extra stuff, you gotta build slowly. If you expand too fast and you're not protected for when something goes wrong. Yo, what's up? No, I wasn't lagging. I got a phone call and the phone knocked off the live stream. Well, Berry Gordy was he was robbing people. You know, all these guys thought Berry Gordy was doing right by them, and he wasn't. He didn't do right by Rick James. He didn't do right by a lot of guys. He wouldn't even put Rick James on Motown. Rick James, he thought he was too controversial, so he put him on Gordy Records. You know, he just thought he wasn't Motown. Now, I don't want people to think that everything that goes wrong is on the record company. That's not true. You got some artists that just don't understand what it is to be an artist, and they mess up a lot of money. And a lot of times the record company, they spend money on videos and spend all this money, cost $6,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. Now, I mean, this was back then. Now it's like $30,000 videos. And they like, man, we got the production crew, everybody set to go, and you late, you know, unprofessional, not doing the things that you're supposed to do in a situation like this that's really for your career, because they don't need it. Oh, what did Leor say about me on the Breakfast Club? I saw him and I didn't even listen to it.